Good morning for everyone. Today I would like to talk about the life and work of Charles Dickens. The British writer Charles Dickens is the most famous novelist and he remains a great figure in English literature today. He has written books that take into account classics such as David Copperfield, Oliver Twist, stories about two cities, and Great Hobbes. Charles Dickens, once so famous, said, "My goal is simply to try to be good with all my heart, no matter what I want to do in life." Firstly, I should say that Charles Dickens broke away from newspapers and inspired to become an independent writer, and he began writing sketches of life in London. Charles Dickens was overjoyed when he didn't print a sketch called Dinner on a Pumpkin Walk, written by Dickens. The short appeared without any dashes, but soon began to publish an article with the caption Grey. However, as his novels appeared in serial form, the reading public was often gripped with anticipation and the popularity of Dickens spread to America, and there were stories told about how Americans would greet British ships at the docks in New York to find out what had happened next in Dickens' latest novel. Dickens was the author of 15 novels. He also wrote short stories, essays, articles, and novels. Note that The Christmas Carol isn't included in the list of novels. Because of its length, it's classified as a novella. Christmas Carol. His novel Christmas Carol, written in 1833, remains particularly popular and continues to inspire adaptation in any art genre. Oliver Twist and Great Hobbes are also frequently adapted, and like many of his novels, evoke the first London images of the Victorian era. His most famous work of historical fiction is his 1859 novel The Tale of Two Cities. It was London and Paris. As the most famous figure of his time, he organized a series of public reading tours in response to public demand in the late part of his career. The term Dickensian is used to describe things that are reminiscent of Dickens and his works, such as bad social or work conditions or ridiculously disgusting things. Christmas Carol being the story of the Christmas ghost, commonly known as Christmas Carol, as a novel by Charles Dickens. First published in London by Chapman and Hall in 1843 and described by John Leech. Christmas Carol tells the story of Ebenezer Scrooge, an elderly man who is visited by the spirit of his former business partner Jacob Marley, and the spirits of the past, present, and future of Christmas. After their visit, Scrooge becomes a kinder and more gentle person. Christmas Carol, written by Dickens, was a time when the British studied and re-evaluated the past to celebrate Christmas traditions, including carols and similar new customs, Christmas trees. He was influenced by his own youth experiences and the Christmas event by other authors, including Washington Irving and Douglas Jerrold. Dickens, who wrote three Christmas stories before his novel, and was inspired after his visit to Field Lane. It's one of the few institutions for London street children. Attitudes toward the poor and the ability of selfish person to save himself by making himself a more sympathetic character are the main themes of story. And there is a debate among academics as to whether this is completely secular event or a Christian allegory. So it's part one of Charles Dickens' Life and Christmas Carol. I will give so many information and videos for you, and you should subscribe my channel. And I will be continue give some more informations. You can watch this video and like that. So that's all for you.